Hello everybody and welcome. We're checking out another plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and it is the Grumman Albatross. It is a amphibious but also land plane. And this thing is, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. I've done a couple of test flights with this, and yeah, I'm pretty I love this thing. This thing's awesome. And I will also demonstrate a landing in the water, takeoff in the water, because the physics have changed. From 2020 to 2024, the physics in water has changed, and it is for the better. Let's go ahead and do a walk around. Let's go ahead and remove this this little flag. Check everything out. This thing looks beautiful too. Very well done. Now there are multiple liveries, and there is also you can do two different types of avionics. You can do your digital layout. You can have a more modern dashboard layout, or you can just go back to your normal analog, which is what we're running right now. And this one is the more analog. So I noticed that the chocks want to work when they want to work. It's like when you walk away, we're going to turn this way and then turn back. Oh, and look, now they want to work. Yeah, that's kind of weird. There is no way to remove the ladder. Once you start rolling on a taxi, then the ladder will disappear on its own. So yeah, there's no good click point or anything like that on this thing. Let's go ahead and go inside. All right, we're inside now. Beautiful little looking bird. All right, so the tank's already selected. We're gonna come down here and go ahead and put these to both. And then also we're gonna come back here. Master avionics are on. I don't think we need to do anything else back here. Nope, doesn't look like it. And then I'm just gonna get rid of the yoke. Go ahead and flip on the battery. Alternator. Not gonna do the external power, because we're just gonna come over here and then kick her on. So we need to prime the engines. Give it a good 7 count. Should be good enough. Should see the gauges down there start moving. Oh wait, I forgot some. Let's go ahead and move these. Crack the throttle a little bit. Let's see. Last time I did that. Should work now. There we go. I do like the effects where the smoke comes out of the engines when you start it up. I like that. I do like that effect. So we're in Central Colorado. I think this is Central Colorado Regional Airport, I think. All right, let's do the same thing for the right engine. And the same thing. So if you actually look down here, we're gonna step outside real fast. I forgot to show you guys that. It's kind of dangerous standing outside right now. Don't want us to go near the props. come up here, you have an observation area in the plane. The nose of the plane. Pretty cool. I haven't tried going in there in the plane per se, because I don't know the autopilot systems. Not just yet though. But I'm pretty sure once you get these autopilot, you can crawl down there, because there is a hatch you can open at the bottom as well. All right, let's go ahead and set our navigation, beacons, strobes, and let's just throw that on. Since we're high altitude, I see a little bit of snow. We're already gonna throw our pitot heat on. Hot air entry and airflow. We're also gonna already do anti-frame de-ice or airframe de-ice, anti-air. Okay. All right. So we're looking good. We're gonna set our flaps on this aircraft are right here. We have our supercharger. We won't set the supercharger until we are about to take off. So let's go ahead and taxi to take off. And we're gonna go to the closest lake we can find. So let's go ahead and take go. Now, I do like this bird. This bird flies really well. And I love the audio. The audio on this plane is really good. Nothing sounds better than having some type of radio or propellered plane or prop plane. Lady, you're in the way on the right hand side. Yeah, you're very much in the way. Let's go ahead and taxi out to the runway and see you out there. All right, we're coming up onto the runway. Once we line up, we'll go ahead and pull down the lever for the supercharger. Let me just make sure that's the right position it needs to be in. What does it say up here? I haven't see it. Okay, it is that is high. All right. All right, let's go ahead and pull it. Full power. Just pulling to the right a little bit. Pull back on the stick. And we are up. Gears up. And we are up. Gears are up. We're looking good. Flaps. Go ahead and put the flaps back to normal. Airspeed is climbing. We are looking good. So the lake I'm going for, it's just a random lake I found on the map, and I found the closest airport. But we have to fly through a canyon, kind of a canyon. And when I was flying through the canyon originally, you definitely notice that the airflow through a canyon is different. It actually pushes you around more. So yeah, I found that very interesting. That the physics in this game is completely different. You actually have overall better physics because, well, one, the air pushes you around more in certain circumstances, like in a canyon, which makes sense. And then yeah, and then the water physics is completely different. Like it actually feels good to land in the water, and to take off from the water it feels really good. So there should be a canyon, a little bit of a canyon pass or coming up. But I will say that this is a beautiful environment. Looks great. Good old Rocky Mountains. Love it. We are coming up onto that little pass, and I can already feel the air changing. I don't know if you can tell on the video that the plane's getting a little more rockier. About 150. We're doing 140 knots. Oh yeah, she's starting to get a little turbulent. All right, over this pass or over this ridge in front of us, we should see the lake to the right. Need to gain altitude to get over this path or this ridge. Once we get over this peak in front of us, we should see the lake. Yep, there it is. It's starting to pop out now. Just a small little lake. It's enough for us to land on, though. It is enough. All right, we're coming in for an approach. Starting to pull back on the power. We're about 150 knots inbound. And still trying to slow her down a little bit. Now, when you land in the water, there are effects where you can get the ripples in the way on the water. Yeah, the ripples when you land, and then you also pull up some mist as well. I'm almost back to full idle. All right, flaps. We're going to come in and then we're going to take an immediate right angle so we can get the longer part of the lake. Let's see if we can get this angle right. Now, I will say the water, I don't think is very well represented. It's too much of a glassy look, which makes for landing in the water very, very challenging, because you don't know, you have a very hard time of not referencing how high you are from the water. So you really got to play things very, very carefully. Yeah, the water doesn't really look the best. I have to see what my settings are for the water. I thought I had the settings set pretty good for the water. Back on power. There we are. We're on the water now. Love the effects. Needs a little more work, especially right in here. Needs a little bit more work. I haven't really figured out how to like, I thought there were ways you can move in the water, but I haven't found anything. But let's go ahead and take off. Hopes if I had the flaps. Come on, lift your ugly nose. You did a moment ago. I felt like that needed way too much time on the water. Should have lifted earlier. That was why. I didn't have enough power put in. I didn't have enough power. I thought it was full power, and I saw it was only like 3/4. Like that was the issue. But I just demonstrated landing on water, taking off on water, and what not to do when taking off on water. Need to have full power. But yeah, this plane's awesome. Another good plane for the sim. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't liked or subscribed, hit that button. Helps me out, helps the channel, and it brings a nice community together. And also, if you haven't came to the Discord channel, I do have a Discord channel where we like to talk, share pictures, and a good time. Have a good one, everyone.